I'm here to talk to you about AvidXchange, and what we do is automate your accounts payable process, right? So when we talk about multifamily and as you guys own properties, you guys are probably, or potentially, we're driving from house to house or collecting invoices, waiting for your accounts payable team to actually open up those invoices, scan them into a platform or your ERP or your source of truth, and then actually wait for your ownership group to select all those payments and cut checks, right? So we know that cumbersome process takes 3 to 4 days, sometimes a week, and then you have to wait on mail for your actual check to be delivered, and all the times your vendors are reaching out to you constantly. What we do at AvidXchange is really try to automate that entire process from the PO process all the way to payment on your vendors. We are a publicly traded company. We've been doing this for 21 years. And a really turning point of us was in 2014 when we actually launched AvidPay. AvidPay is that seamless profile where you're actually able to go in and say, yes, I do want to pay these vendors on time. It will send us that payment file via an API connection, and we'll facilitate those payments for your vendors and pay them based off of their payment modality. So if they take an ACH, we can provide them an ACH payment. You guys don't need to worry about collecting your accounting numbers or routing numbers. If they take a virtual card, we can give them a single-use MasterCard or straight-through processing. If you think of HD Supply and how many times HD Supplies are getting paid and Sherwin-Williams are getting paid, they'll get paid every 15 minutes. We do have our money transmitter license in all 50 states. We are a domestically based company, so everything we do is going to be in-house as well as centralized in every time zone, so we're not doing anything offshore. A quick image here is just really showing you what life looks like in the day throughout your AP process, right? We really just try and give you what's important. You guys are going to always select what bills need to be paid. Think of it as the slice of bread, right? When you think of a sandwich, the meat is your source of truth. We are the slices that's holding all those juices and all that crust in that lovable space together. And we want to make sure you get every single bite of that. So you guys are going to start that payment facilitation process in your accounts payable or in your central point of truth or your accounting system, whether that's AppFolio or Yardi or whatever. We integrate with over 225 systems. You guys can electrically sign those. Think of that as you guys actually cutting your checks. If for those people who still love to see those checks being cut and signing those checks, we do that digitally now for you. And then we also do that reconciliation process, so sending those statuses back to that accounting system to ensure that those statements are cleared. Your vendors will always get the proof of image as well as details of when the image was posted, so reconciliations are tied and seamless. We start with that PO process, and let me make sure this clicker is working, where we're able to use your purchase orders, whether that's a two-way or three-way for you to receipt for that receipt. We will match that to the invoice. Once that invoice is collected, we can set up a PO box for you, so your team does not need to actually go through and open up mail anymore. Your team is just in charge of understanding that workflow, right? And you guys are thinking, my team gets so many emails a day. We don't want 30 emails from AvidXchange from 30 invoices being outstanding. We put that in one email for you to just click and log into our portal and approve, right? Segmented by property or by vendor. You're going to be in charge of that general ledger coding because that is your responsibility, right? You guys are the owners of your business. You understand what needs to go below your EBITDA line to improve your profit margin. We help you with your accruals as well. So if anything is late, right, vendors, hey, actually, I need to drop this invoice off real quick, and it's the 29th of the month. There's no way that's going to be cut. Once it's received in our process, you're able to write a accrual report so it shows up on your P&L accurately and timely. Invoices, right? So we capture those invoices at real time. We do use AI. I get a free drink as well for the prior conversation. I need plenty of them. But we do that at a 99% accuracy rating, right? We don't do that with just AI, right? When you hear AI, people are thinking that's 60 to 70% accurate. We have a team of around 600 people that are dedicated to capture every data point of that invoice. Whether that's a utility invoice or a standard invoice, we're going to capture the previous unpaid balance for you guys to see that a tenant or a vendor may be late on a water bill. We're going to also show you what the previous water bill was that we collected, so you're actually able to call out a variance that are in question and say, hey, let's put this payment on hold for just a second and let us do a little bit more research at the property level. But instead of you doing that via email, you'll be able to have that conversation in real time within our platform. So you're able to just, at that person, take a look at this invoice. We're going to attach that invoice to the email. As we receive that email, we'll come back into your portal with an updated invoice for you to actually reconcile and pay. The workflows are extremely important, but you guys also love taking vacations, right? So your AP team, typically when they take vacations, they come back to a slew of invoices, or sometimes when they're gone, they need to, hey, can you jump on the phone real quick and approve this invoice? Can you log in? On the beach, we need you to take a look at this and approve it real quick. It'll take 5 minutes, right? 30 minutes later, an hour later, while everyone's at the beach having dinner, you're still working. What we do is ad hoc approvers. So as you're on vacation, or proxy approvers, as you're on vacation, you let us know how long you're going to be gone. You set that up in your portal. It will automatically go to the next approval. We will capture that, since everything we do is audit trailed and date and time stamped on why did this person at property 3 receive this invoice when it should be going to Don. We're going to tell you, Mr. Mark or Carrie captured this because Don was drinking a few margaritas in Mexico and he couldn't enjoy that. So as it comes back, Don is going to see all of the invoices that he should have reconciled, be able to make any adjustments, but we on the back end are facilitating those payments for him. So we automate that payment process, but we start by debiting your operating account. This is not done without your approval. This is always going to be started at your operating account. We know you have many operating accounts per property that you have, and so we work with our treasury team to set that up. Those payments, though, are starting and ending with you guys. So at the end of the day, anytime a payment doesn't come through, we're sending you a report on what that payment, on why it may have been flagged. We will help you with that achievement process with the state if necessary, and then on the back end, we'll also follow up with the vendor if they need any time. 5 minutes goes by so much faster than I thought. I was so nervous earlier, but my name is Mimo Latunji again, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Thank you all.